I've been playing Dying Light recently, and generally, I've been having a pretty cracking time with it. Sure, the story is rote garbage, and some of the mission design can be a little bit basic, but the core of the game, the systems, the mechanics, the design, it all comes together in an incredibly solid package. And there's one thing that's been sticking out to me about my time with the game. I can't remember the last time that I was afraid of the dark. How many video games, especially open world games, have day-night cycles? Dozens, right? But how often do these games really do anything useful or different with their night? Usually there's some minor changes, maybe enemies will have a bit more trouble seeing your character in the dark, or maybe certain shops or buildings won't be open. Sometimes it's nothing more than a palette swap to some cooler, darker tones. This is not to paint every game with the same brush, obviously. There are games that capitalise on night and darkness very well. However, I don't think I've ever seen it done as well as in Dying Light. It's not just one element that makes Dying Light's darkness so compelling. It's multiple parts working in unison together. Any game can turn out the lights and put something spooky in a room, but to really instill fear, to really make you as the player afraid to traverse the dark, well, there's a few ingredients that go into that. The first element, and it may seem simple, so forgive me, is that Dying Light's dark is dark. Like, dark as fuck. Like, I can't see my hand in front of my face dark. Rarely do games commit to this level of pitch blackness. It's oppressive, slapping you back to your childhood, hiding under the covers from the things that go boo in the night. You're given a flashlight, but it barely cuts through the shadows, piercing a small circle into the void. But peripheral vision is gone, decreasing further the game's already small field of view. It compounds the claustrophobia even further. So, at night, Dying Light doesn't let you see the things around you, but it sure lets you hear them. Fuck, what was that? Shit, that sounds fucking awesome. Fucking Christ. That is pretty much me from the moment the sun goes down until it comes up again in Dying Light. The sheer volume of zombies in the game means that you're almost always surrounded, or at least you feel like you are. You can almost always hear zombies moaning around you or shuffling nearby. And even when you are alone, Dying Light's unsettling score keeps the tension up. So, even in the more isolated moments of the game, you're still instilled with a sense of quiet paranoia. One of Dying Light's main features is the character movement through the city. Techland worked hard on introducing parkour elements into the traversal, allowing your character to leap, sprint and clamber up almost any surface within reach. Initially this might sound like Assassin's Creed or something, but the game really couldn't be further from this. In Ubisoft's open world games, you simply hold a button and push up to effectively watch your character cutscene across the city. Dying Light wants you to consider every jump you make. You need to look at any surface you want to grab. Controls may seem initially unintuitive. You have to press R1 to jump and hold it to latch onto the ledge. This leaves both thumbs free, however, to stay on both analog sticks at all times, retaining full character control. There's no magic barriers to protect you from simply walking off a building or falling to your death. The game makes you look around for your path, thinking about every jump before you make it and planning out your routes on the fly. All of it feels wonderfully clunky, and it adds to the tension as you scramble across the rooftops looking to escape the undead threat. All of this, of course, is amplified in the blackness of night, as you wildly swing your torch around looking for a fence to vault or a hut to climb. Big jumps, which are easy enough to misjudge in the day, could send you plummeting down into the blackness below, where the horde, or worse, could be waiting for you. And this is Dying Light's ace in the hole. When night falls, you go from the hunter to the hunted. During the day, you will be mostly dealing with standard packs of zombies. Slow, stupid, predictable, not particularly good at climbing anything, save for the odd recently turned viral. So rooftops are your safe haven across the city. However, at night, much nastier things come into play. In fellow zombie game Dead Rising, at nighttime zombies got glowy eyes and became a bit tougher and a bit more aggressive. Dying Light doesn't change the standard horde, but, using a similar concept, releases deadly volatiles into the city. Not only are these creatures incredibly powerful and aggressive, killing you almost instantly, especially in the early game, but they are also at least as agile as you, going as far as to outrun you in a straight sprint. These zombies will climb after you, rush you down across rooftops. If one spots you, it screams and begins a chase instantly. Fighting is a fool's errand, so you turn, you run, sprinting full pelt through the night. And in these moments, the game is absolute poetry. God, jump. Go. These are the moments Dying Light creates in the night. You scramble through the blackness and the burning city, praying to lose the horrors chasing you down, desperate to find safety, somewhere, anywhere. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, guys. Cheerio.